Hello, everyone. This is Julie HR, and I wanted to share with you one of my newest templates entitled the Leadership Training for Managers. First of all, we're going to go over this particular template. We're going to look at the different facets of it, the different worksheets. There's even a facilitator's booklet, and then some other optional items. And then we're going to actually take a look at some of the downloads. But this is a leadership training for managers workbook, or it can be, you could say it's a supervisor's training, yet it has 20 manager training worksheets. So there's a lot that a supervisor manager can learn from this. And there's also a facilitator's workbook. So this is great. I can't wait to show it to you. So I'm going to go ahead and just enlarge it just a little bit. As you can see, 20 manager worksheets, 40 plus pages. Yes. Lead with vision, coach for growth, communicate with impact, build resilience, foster collaboration, and execute strategically. And it's in Word and also Google Docs. And here we go. Here are some of the actual pages. Strategic thinking and visionary leadership. That's worksheet number 17. As I mentioned, there are 20. Motivating and engaging employees, promoting team collaboration, productive meetings, building trust. And here you have the lesson listing all the way down. And then right here, as far as the lessons go, here you're going to have, number one, it's pretty easy. And we'll look at this when I open up one of the examples. You're going to see the description. You're going to have the importance of it. It's going to have a question that will be posed to hopefully one of the managerial groups that, if you're an HR manager that you're training. And then 3 to 5 exercises that will help cultivate that particular skill. And there's also activity, takeaway sections, and also what was learned. You can use these lessons independently for self-paced growth, or you can integrate them into weekly leadership, managerial, supervisory huddles, which I would really encourage that because it's very important for leaders or managers to learn from their peers and learn from each other. That's how they really grow. Number one, they can, as mentioned, they can share their insights, and also you can hold each other accountable. Okay, but what I'm really excited about is if you follow me and if you've purchased any of my workbooks in the past, you know that typically it comes, with a lesson. However, I've taken it a bit further, not because I don't think that HR managers can train or, whoever's leading the lesson can or cannot train, but it's always helpful to have additional curriculum and verbiage that you can incorporate into the lesson. Like, for example, the first lesson was motivating and engaging employees. Okay, that's great. But what kind of captures people's attention, I've noticed, and what you'll read about is statistics, quotes, because within, I guess, an adult learning environment, adults want to know, how is this going to impact my job? How is it going to make me a better leader? Well, what I did, and of course you can go out on your own, is I went out lesson by lesson and found statistics and articles you can maybe kick off the lesson with, or have the class read. Maybe print out the article or maybe put it up on the screen for people to read through it. For example, this statistic right here, companies with highly motivated teams see 25% more profitability. driven by increased productivity, better service quality, and reduced absenteeism. And you can see all the sources I've used. It's like Gallup, the Harvard Business Review, all the way down the line. So I've made sure to use really good resources, and make sure you look at, the statistics. And then there are also hyperlinks to some articles and quotes. So go step by step. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll look at that when we download it. But super excited that there is resources to incorporate into the lesson. You just don't give them a worksheet and go over it. Also, to assist you, even though you probably have your own way of going about training, I've also incorporated an optional structure of trainings. So let's just say that you're just brand new to the position, you wanted to roll this out, but you really weren't quite sure. Well, this right here, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, you can see an optional structure of how you want to do these trainings. Number 1, prepare, how to open the session, like 10 minutes, share a powerful quote, share a key statistic, have the class read an article or watch a video, framing the topic. And then this is when you get into interactive discussions, small group brainstorm, share back, hands-on activities. And this is when you get into the exercises. And then debrief and synthesis. So this booklet also helps you set up how you would actually put on the training. So just love to help. So leadership training for managers. What are some of the benefits? 70% of L&D professionals identify leadership training. It's a top career development strategy for 2025. Companies that implement inclusive leadership development see 4.2 times better financial performance than those that don't. See, I'm someone who loves statistics, data drives decisions. I love to see that. Leadership training participants experience on average a 25% increase in leadership behaviors and a 20% boost in overall job performance post-program. The journey towards becoming an exceptional leader starts here. And I would like to think so, because I did put together the 20 best training worksheets. So let's keep going. And there's some more. And then there's some of my bundles. And there you have it. But I also wanted to take a look at, here we go, right here. Here's a leadership training. You're going to get a zip drive, and you're going to get, number 1, all the lessons, from introduction 1 through 20. And then you're going to have your manager worksheet in Google Docs. You're going to have a PDF cover. And then you're going to have a facilitators folder, as mentioned, which has actually what I just discussed, which was the optional structure of trainings, along with the resources for training, like which we talked about earlier, the hyperlinks, the articles, the quotes. Remember, I have 20 lessons. Therefore, there are 20 statistics, or there are hyperlinks. So be sure to incorporate that, or actually use this to find your own and incorporate it into the lesson. And then lastly, we're just going to take a look at the first lesson, motivating and engaging employees, worksheet 1. There's a description, importance, then you have the question to be posed to the managers or leaders, and then exercises to cultivate the skill. So there you go. So very, very important. Leadership training is important, and sometimes leaders are not trained in a way or managers are not trained in a way that allow them to thrive. And managers, 9 times out of 10, they are training below them, and then they're also trying to manage above them. So giving them these worksheets and having them work together with their peers will really enhance your organization. So I encourage you, number one, to take a look at this, but first subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notifications, and also check out my Etsy site for more engaging and motivating managerial material and HR templates. Thanks so much and have a good night.